Hey friends, it's Jay from Jasmine's Astrology, and I've got another lunar forecast for you. Today's a big one. Today, the moon is meeting with the sun at 9 degrees of Aquarius, and anytime the sun and moon meet, it means that we have a new moon. So, yes, today is our annual new moon in Aquarius. And here's the thing. If you're not completely jazzed about the way that this year has started for you in terms of like the personal choices you've made, the personal directions you've decided to take, you can change it. Today is the day, and in the coming weeks in this lunar cycle, you get the chance to shift gears and refresh. If you want to move in a different direction, if you want to take a different approach or a different attitude towards something, make the choice now and make it so. It's actually kind of incredible what can happen when we open ourselves up to receiving what we actually want. Just a couple of weeks ago, in this very room, I had just had this like wild conversation, and I just sort of threw my arms up in the air, looked up towards the ceiling, and said, "Okay, let's do this. I'm ready." And I kid you not, there was a huge shift in a situation that happened mere hours later. And it was a thing that I did not think was possible until I just fully opened myself up to it, until I said, okay, let's do this. Now, look, this isn't some secret bullshit. I'm not on that. Like, I'm not saying that we all just get what we want just by saying, okay, let's have it. Like, we don't just get things delivered on that silver platter. You got to put the work in. You got to deal with the realities and the restrictions of the world that we live in. But this new moon in Aquarius is about envisioning a better future. Aquarius is very forward thinking, very future forward. It seeks to create new structures that support innovation and evolution. And it's also Saturn ruled. So it wants us to take responsibility for our future. It says, like, hey, here's the concept, and here's how we construct it. The manifestor energy of Saturn often gets overlooked, but Saturn is about what's real. It's about what's tangible, what's solid, what's grounded, what's rooted. We can open ourselves up to the dream and the possibility and tell the universe, like, hey, we're ready. We have room to take this on. But then we actually have to take action to hold on to it, to contain it, to integrate it. And I think this new moon offers us an avenue to do both of those things, to envision the dream and then to actually hold on to it, because we've got Saturn involved, and we also have the sun and moon trining Jupiter over in Gemini, which to me says a better future is possible, a more expansive, a more adventurous future is possible, something that offers us more meaning and feels bigger and fuller than we might have previously even considered. We got to have some faith, though. We got to believe it's possible. Now, at the same time as this new moon, we've also got Mercury just separating from a conjunction with Pluto in the same sign of Aquarius. And that might be what helps us to transform our thinking around what's even possible, around what we are prepared for. There's a lot of power in our thoughts, right? Like they completely shape our worldview. So maybe there's a conversation or a line of dialogue in a TV show or story or something, or a lyric of music that really sticks with you. Maybe that already happened. Maybe it happens in the coming days. And it makes you think like, oh, why have I been seeing things this way? I could totally see it from this perspective now too. And it just like shifts things for you. Maybe that's the start of the thread of this new future that we're weaving. Or maybe we already totally know what we're being drawn towards. We know that future that we want, and we just kind of need to get the thinking mind on board. So we got to take notes of the words and the language that we choose, and maybe choose to transform it so that it aligns with what we want to move towards. Now, the actual new moon was exact this morning. This is January 29th, 2025. It was exact this morning at like 7:35 a.m., but you didn't miss it, okay? The magic of a new moon builds as the moon comes out of that conjunction with the sun and starts to gain back some light. So you've got time. You've always got time. You can do something small today and worry about the bigger things, the bigger steps in the coming weeks. Maybe today you just open your arms, look up to the sky and say, I'm ready. Let's do this. That's all I've got for this time. Until next time, I'll catch you in the cosmos. Happy new moon.